Red Corner Boxing. We're in the game.
Yes, guys, and welcome back to Red Corner Boxing. You're with Jam and Mr. Neutral, as always, and we are here for Giorgio Visioli versus Joe Howarth, which is for the vacant English lightweight title at the Indigo at the O2. So just before we get into it, we're proudly sponsored by Easy Storage and, of course, our official apparel suppliers, the Boxing Fight Zone. Check them out at boxingfightzone.com. So what we're thinking here, mate, Mr. Neutral, Visioli's looked really good in pretty much all of his fights so far. Maybe there was one where he had a little bit of a stumble, but he's been brilliant. How do you see this going against the tough Joe Howarth? Only lost one himself.
Yeah, it's the natural step up. He's had his introduction for 4 rounders, 4 6-rounders, 4 8-rounders. His first 10-rounder now. He should adapt to, the length of the fight. Should it go the distance pretty easily? He's coming off the back of a great win against James Wilkins in Philadelphia. Much lauded by the American public who witnessed him and said he's very good. So the Southpaw Visioli against the orthodox Joe Howarth, as you quite rightly say, he's only lost for once. And that's to Josh Sanford back in 2023. Yeah. He could be forgiven for that, I suppose. Being a bit exuberant, lost on points to the unbeaten Sanford. He's gone on to quite a half-decent resume of 8 wins, 2 defeats and a draw. So Visioli, for me, is the favourite. But as you say, Joe Howarth, he's a tough boy. So the distance fight is the favourite sort of outcome. Visioli is the favourite to win it, I would imagine. And
yeah, he is.
Let's see what happens.
Been training with Kamel Moten, hasn't he, over in America?
Oh, lovely 3-punch combination, but then Howarth comes back to the left and a big right from Howarth, and then urges on his opponent, Visioli. 2 good shots there from Howarth. In reply to a couple of good shots from Visioli, it's lightning stuff there in the ring. They're moving very fast, and it's snappy punches as well. Nice snappy left hand there from Howarth. High guard, both hands up against his eyes. The much lower guard, with the right hand just popping out of Visioli. The left hand is around the midriff, just waiting to get the opportunity to unleash that left hand.
Looks game nice. So far, doesn't he, though, Joe Howarth? He's definitely game for this.
Nice left hand through the guard. Back comes Visioli. He's very busy, isn't he, Visioli? Lots of punches. Lots of openings.
Very sharp as well. Very sharp with his work.
Very sharp on his feet as well. Howarth trying to counter with the right during the attack with that jab of Visioli. And his movement is brilliant. Moving from left to right, laterally and forward and back with ease.
Got that fluid southpaw style, hasn't he?
Yeah, very fluid. He went for a body shot, but gets caught on the way out as he tried to dance his way out, but Howarth was quick there to counter him. And Howarth beat him to the jab once again. Good round for Howarth so far, but Visioli, probably with connected shots and the effective aggression, will probably take it, but Howarth's getting a good account of himself. Nice attack there by Visioli. 2 times, 2-punch combinations hit home on the face of Howarth. That was a good shot.
Technique from Visioli. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Counted each other there. Fast-paced, frenetic. Visioli bringing it to him. Catches Howarth with 2-3 good shots there once again. Visioli round.
Yeah, same, mate. Yeah, although you've got to give Howarth credit, he was in that round, but I'd definitely give it Visioli for the cleaner, sharper work. Very impressive.
So what we're saying there, Carl Widow says, call me a romantic, but this is the kind of fight where I want the away fighter to win. Everything's stacked against him and a chance to change his life. Absolutely. It's we all love the boxing stories, don't we? The Fabio Wardleys of this world. I mean, even Jack Gray's, when we were talking to him, fantastic what he's done so far. Be watching him on Saturday. There's so many good stories of boxers recently, especially ones we've interviewed on Red Corner Boxing. You know, some remarkable stories. Ben Day,
Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes,
That was a
yes.
good interview.
Yes.
I could be a bouquet.
Of course, Ike's back on Thursday night, tomorrow night
Yep.
with us
8
on Red
p.m.
Corner. Join us for that. Nice combination there from Visioli once again. Fast. Speed, glorious speed with this boy.
He is rapid.
Great body shot. Went underneath the elbows of Howarth and connected to the right liver. Right liver's only one liver. Connects a great liver shot. And he's keeping Howarth with that high guard, second guessing all the time. That right hand just pumps out and the left just comes in behind it. The boys are phenomenal in this second round.
So quick with them punches.
And he uses his right elbow to great effect in keeping Howarth's attacks at bay. Howarth is taking too much time. He closes distance, he gets his man on the ropes, and then dilly-dallies. And back comes Visioli 2 punches later, up on the cards. Much to do there from this point is Joe Howarth against a very busy Visioli.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling with the speed. Howarth is. He's struggling with the speed of Visioli.
It is, but he's cut the lip of Visioli with a jab. Body shot there from Howarth. Another jab from Howarth. The low guard of Visioli. Again, he gets caught. Tries to come back. Howarth beaten to the punch again. Left uppercut hit him on the gloves. Jab to the body. Left by Visioli. Visioli just urging him on, waiting for Howarth to make a mistake. He's got his right hand, the southpaw style, out as a rangefinder. And then 2 punch combinations, 2 in a row, go through the guard of Howarth, who's still walking down Visioli, but when he does attack, it's nullified. 33 seconds to go, round 2. It's all Giorgio Visioli so far, but Howarth has proved that he can counter and has got some shots off, but the punch starts have got to favour Giorgio Visioli. That right hand, that jab of his has been busy all night, and he's coming behind it with beautiful 2-3 punch combinations. Great stuff.
Razor sharp.
Great stuff. But
That's
back comes
another
Howarth.
Giorgio round.
Yeah, right hand from Howarth to end it though. Too little, too late. 2 rounds to me for Giorgio.
Same, mate.
I'll keep my powder dry on Visioli. I'm not buying into the hype. I get it. He's got to come up against some real decent run. You know, he's got to win a European. He's got to win the Commonwealth. He doesn't have to, but if they're going to fast track him, then they want to arrange these fights as quick as possible. The eyes of Howarth are starting to lump up now. Them jabs that have been busy in the left hand that's constantly be coming through the guard of Howarth has caught that right eye of his on numerous occasions.
He's got real swelling on both, actually, hasn't he?
I know. But see, us Brits, we're more reserved on judgments of boxers and how far they're going to go. I can guarantee you now, if Giorgio Visioli was American, they'd be raving mad over him now.
He'd be on the Camille Moten hype train, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'd be fighting Jake Paul next. It's one of them. Yeah. Back to this fight, and Visioli is going to town on Howarth with a 7-8 punch combination, but still backs up to the oncoming Howarth, who hits it with the right hand, just made Visioli duck down. Was it by design? Looked as though it was ducking a punch, and Howarth wouldn't let him back up, and he's done the same again.
Yeah, Bob Williams gave him a little warning there, didn't he?
Yeah, just pointed at him, giving him a little wag of the finger. Still, Howarth being the effective aggressor as he has been, but Visioli has just been going to work on him as soon as he gets close enough. There's another 2x2 punch combination. And there's a left uppercut as Howarth was coming in. Maybe he's not the strongest puncher in the division, but he's by certainly the fastest.
Sharpest, yeah.
Yeah, agreed. He'd have a night day on the back. Exactly that. He would be driving around in a Tesla. But Howarth's making his game, though. He's making a fight of it. He probably feels he's stronger than Visioli. Maybe he's got the harder punch, he thinks. But it's sticking in there for the 10 rounds and taking as punishment as less punishment as you can from this Visioli, who's countering them at will. This is where Howarth needs to get it. That's the type of numbers of punches he needs to throw when he gets Visioli into the corner jams.
Yeah, absolutely, matey. Yeah, he's rushing his work a bit, Howarth, unfortunately. He's getting a bit over eager when he gets Visioli on the ropes, and Visioli's just using that to his advantage and just piecing him up. And he's really starting to smash up the face of Joe Howarth now. This could get stopped by the damage over it for a couple more rounds of this.
See, with these kind of fighters, like Visioli, they look good for the first. Oh, that was a great punch. A right left off the ropes. Made Howarth stumble back. But Howarth, this game as ever comes back. The thing is with guys like Visioli, and again, Carl makes a comment. I think this kid will have an Amir Khan moment with a Prescott. It isn't difficult to hit, is he? Because he lets the likes of Howarth getting close. And, he had 7 fights, 8 fights. He's not, he hasn't got that. Let's just say, he's too brave for his own good. You know what I mean? And it wants to get into and have a fight. As he gets older, as he gets more experienced, I would imagine, he'll start to slow down the need to engage and rather box his opponents. And as the opponent, and I do agree with Carl here, as the opponents get higher levels, then the chin's going to get tested, isn't it? Because you're going to get boxers who are going to hit you and hit you hard. I mean, we can't go through a boxing match and not get hit. That's, there's nobody in the world that's ever done that and not got hit. Unless it's a 10-second knockout, of course. That's not going to happen. But this guy, as he goes up the levels, his chin's going to get tested. So far, I've seen him rocked once by Howarth, and it was a good shot. Is Howarth one of the hardest punches in this division? No. So the question mark is going to be on the chin for me about Giorgio Visioli. And it could be a moment where he gets into a fight at such a high level, like world level, and then he could have an Amir Khan moment. He's having it his own way at this level, of course. Just see this type of fighter many times. They hit a level, get found out. Of course they do. And it's usually the chin that finds them out, isn't it? Because they got the skill. There's no two ways about it. They got the skill. They got the technique and all the rest of it. And they got the chin. And there's another thing that's going to come into his gameplay is, has he got the dog in him? Has he got that dog when he's taken to the trenches and still comes out the winner on the other side? That's what you're going to get later on in his resume. At this level, he'll play about. Back to you, Jams. 2 minutes to go. What are you seeing?
Yeah, Visioli's just controlling it, mate. He's making Howarth miss now. He's moving around well. He just looks really good. But like you said, once he steps up that opposition, things will change. Howarth's not the biggest puncher. He's only got the 4 stoppages so far from his 15 fights.
Yeah.
Visioli, of course, has got 6 out of his 9. But he is able to be hit, and that's the problem. Like you said, once he goes up against someone with a bit more smack on him, you can't mess around like that, keep getting caught. You will get clipped and you'll get took.
His hands are too low to have any kind of, regard for his defence at the minute. He carries his right hand virtually by his waist. His left hand is in his midriff. So, with that kind of style, the jabs are just, and he's only small. So those jabs that, that come through the middle, are going to have an effect on him as he goes up the levels. So he's gonna have to adopt at some point a defensive style.
Yeah, completely agree, mate. Completely agree. If you're going to fight like this, you've got to have a fucking iron jaw.
Well, like Carl says, he's got to have a chin like Froch.
Yeah, exactly. Not many people have got a chin like Cobra Froch. But Howarth's still chasing him around, though. He's still game. You know, you got to give him credit there, Joe Howarth. He's still coming. He's trying his best. But Visioli is just picking him off at will, dancing around, looking really comfortable in there, getting caught the odd time. But he's enjoying himself so far through 4.
Howard's one of them guys. He's game as you come, but he's too brave for his own good. He's limited. He's one style all the way through. He's got no plan B here after 3 or 4 rounds now. He's still coming forward like he did in round 1. He's getting picked off. The eye's getting lumped up. So yeah, this tells me that, you know, Howarth will struggle past this level, to be honest. If he's losing to a young guy like Visioli at 21 years of age, and
what, 22 now, I think he is.
sorry, 22.
Yeah.
Who's as green as he is, then, you know, if he loses to Visioli, then, you know, that's it for Howarth. He's not going to get any better. So this is a make or break fight for him, believe it or not.
Yeah. Tough ass though, tall order. Visioli's highly touted. That's why he's headlining his own Wednesday show just before Christmas. He's done all right so far. This, if he wins this, it's 10-0.
Yeah,
Start stepping him up in levels.
Yeah, but the point
Some
being,
good fights to be made at lightweight.
Visioli's got such poor defence and a poor, you know, attitude towards his defence. That Howarth, you know, is going on blindly thinking he can win this. I would, if I'm his team, I'd be looking to pull him out in the next couple of rounds.
Yeah, his face is getting bashed up.
He's just not going to do it. What do we say here?
Carl was asking if he's a feeder trainer to Sims. If Mark
it's a good point. It's a good point. You get these matchmaker feeder, you know, trainers. You know, say, what you got for me? Well, I got this guy for you. But, you know, it's the feed. It's a bit like football now. You know, the boxing. You get promoters and trainers that will link up to try and, you know, do a bit of pyramid scheming to keep fighters busy more than anything. Yeah, so you will get that farming out of you know, of boxers to higher rated, you know, boxers like Visioli. So I don't pay much attention to, you know, this level at this minute, you know, as to say, right, well, where can this guy go? All I know is he's better than Howarth by a long shot. I mean, Sims for Tibbs. Oh, right, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. They've all got to make a living. They've, you know, and they will feed each other. Simple as that.
Yeah, Celtic have lost again tonight, neutral.
Oh, that's a shame.
4 in a row under the new manager.
He won't be there long.
No, definitely not.
Right. And still Howarth, as belligerent as ever, coming forward. Still taking shots from the very busier, skippier, far more elusive, you know, Giorgio Visioli. But the thing is with Visioli, he's allowing himself to be cut off to the corners by Howarth, who presents no danger to him, but it's something, a habit you don't want to be getting into, is letting fighters cut you off onto the corner and thinking that you're Shakur Stevenson and you can, you know, duck and dive and do all sorts of lovely tricks on the ropes. As the mouth of Visioli is bleeding once again, he's got his mouth wide open. Howarth must have caught him with a couple of good shots to have opened that up.
He's stalking him now, isn't he? To be fair,
he is stalking. But is it winning the round?
No, not at all.
Martin O'Neill will step in again.
Yeah, no doubt. That's another round in the bank for Visioli.
Yeah.
But Howarth having a good round, though, that time. It was a better round.
Yeah, it
Not
was a
enough to
better one.
win.
Martin O'Neill, he can't keep coming in, fixing it, and then, well, just give him the bloody job. Unless he doesn't want it. Just counted Visioli once in that round, visibly. But again, that was only when Visioli allowed himself to get cut off in the corner. Yeah, I think that as well, Carl. They're working that end swell on that right eye. They're working it hard to keep that swelling down. They're doing a good job, to be fair.
Yeah, I
But
was just going to say that. They are.
at some point, over the next 4 rounds, that eye will completely shut. There we
Saving for
go.
another day, isn't it?
Round 6. 5 rounds to go. Halfway through. And again, Visioli, couple of counter punches, dances around to the side. And again, Howarth sort of using a lot of energy chasing Visioli, only to be punished in the exchanges. And Visioli making a fight of that exchange, but Howarth, again, brave, oncoming, pressure, high guard, tries to get in close and throw short hooks and lead rights, but Visioli's not playing the game.
Nah,
He's
it's
not
all a bit
playing his
scruffy from
game.
Howarth. It's all a little bit scruffy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's showing his levels now, James.
Big up Hogwarts, mate. Big up Red Corner Boxing. Big up yourself, brother. Thank you for coming back. Appreciate every single one of you that's in the chat.
Yes,
For this
thank you.
Wednesday special.
Not often we do a watch along on a Wednesday, but not often there's good fights on a Wednesday. Let's be real.
That'd be true. Couple of good fights
great,
this morning as well.
great
Saya
uppercut.
Satsumi
Yeah.
beat Daenerys.
Great uppercut through the guard from Visioli. That's popped the nose of Howarth. Bob Williams taking a close look. Nice exchange off the clinch between the two of them. And again, Visioli ends up with 3 or 4 punches advantage in the exchange. Oh, another catches him with another uppercut from the back foot. Yeah.
That was beautiful uppercut with the left hand.
He is good. I'll give him that. He is good at fighting off the back foot. Very. But for me, he needs to keep that left hand up.
Yeah,
Keeping it,
I completely agree again.
He's got that Philly shell below the chin job. It should be here, not here. It should be there. So he if he carries that, carry on in his next fights. He gets rocked there for a right from Howarth. He's going to get hot at the higher levels.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're allowing yourself to get hot with a low guard against Joe Howarth, you're going to get hot at a higher level. He's going to get sparked if he moves up level. Yeah. I take it you're not a fan, Carl.
He's not buying into the Giorgio Visioli show.
He's not so far, is he? Let's see if Joe Howarth can test his chin once again. Can he knock him down? He needs a knockdown for me.
Yeah, definitely.
2 or 3.
I've got Visioli 6-0 up now, mate. 60-54.
Yeah, he needs 3 knockdowns just to draw level.
Yeah.
In that case.
I think this vacant English title is going to be going home with Giorgio, unless something amazing happens and he gets clipped.
Yeah.
Which I can't really see happening.
Just showing some good defensive work there from Visioli. He's having to skip back from the, fast advancing Joe Howarth. And he's had to fight off a skip back, if you know what I mean. It's just not a normal step back, and fighting off with a jab off the back foot. He's having to pure skip back, with your legs going like this. And, almost Muhammad Ali style to match the pace going backwards of the oncoming Howarth, who's rushing him, shall we say. What's that one? These bloody things. I think it's Putty showboating against a low opponent. Oh, I have to see that up on the thing. My eyesight's getting terrible. Call the action, James. We'll have a look at this.
I said, I think it's Porte showboating against a low opponent. Let's have it right. We hammered Whittaker for doing it, didn't we? Says
Yes. Whittaker at area level was taking the Michael, as it were.
And he got slaughtered for it. I tell you what, Howarth just caught Visioli flush there with the right hand, rushing him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Someone who hits harder, Visioli could have been in trouble here. He needs to be really careful with that left hand.
Yeah.
The way he's holding it, it's too low.
If that's an Abdullah Mason or a Floyd Schofield, he's going to sleep.
Or a Sammy Noakes.
Aye.
He'd be getting took.
Sammy Noakes is flying for Brits at 135 at the minute. Maybe Lee McGregor. Oh! I didn't know Visioli was hot there with the right hand. His head went through the ropes, and it's sort of delayed reaction. I thought he was up. He's come out. He's backing off again. Now he's moving around the ring. He's trying to jab the body and upstairs. But he definitely took a shot there from Howarth. And his head went through the ring. Nice right left there from Visioli. Big right from Howarth again. It's getting messy in the corner. Referee Bob Williams has to come in and separate them.
Still nice and sharp, Visioli, when he's letting his hands go, though.
Nice left hands. Nice left hands. Sonny Edwards is in his corner. Nice body shot from Visioli. Edwards was urging him to get off the ropes.
Yeah, he was on the comms earlier, Sonny was, for the TMA 8 fight and that, and the prelims.
Yeah. Now they're going close quarters now. The blood's trickling from both guys as Howarth catches Visioli again. Have we spoken too soon, Jams?
Could have done, mate. Jose with a Yate says, is the fight over? Not just
No.
yet, mate. We're in round 7 of 10.
Visioli's got maybe a broken nose. The blood's trickling down his face. Joe Howarth is just taking shot after shot on the face. His eyes swelled up. His cheeks are lumped. But he's brave and he's hard and he's gritty and he's taking the fight to the youngster whose face is just covered in claret now. As he's wiping blood all around his face, Visioli. End of the round. A belter round for Howarth. Caught Visioli with a big right hand. And it looked to me as he put him through the ropes, his head. And there was a delayed reaction from Visioli. As the cutmen go to work on Visioli's mouth and nose.
Definitely. Jose with a 8 just said, do you think it'll go over 8.5 rounds? Definitely, mate. We're just about to come into the 8th round right now, so I think your odds on, mate, unless it gets stopped in the first minute and a half, should be good. Visioli's in control of the fight. He's massively up on the cards. But Howarth has his moments. He's a bit of a danger man when he lands. Visioli's a bit slack with his defence.
Yeah, this is him in the corner now. Ducks down. Took a left. He ducked down again. Oh, they didn't show it. Yeah, we need the decision. What do you guys have it scored? I've not given.
I've got it
Howarth,
70, 64, 63, sorry.
Yeah, I've not given Howarth a round yet.
No. He's chasing him round, but he's not quite landing enough, Howarth. He's had his moments. He lands the odd shot, but he's not doing any sustained pressure. That's going to win him the rounds, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is a Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez fight.
Yeah, definitely. And for the vacant English title, I think they're going to give it all to the young Giorgio Visioli.
And once again, Sonny Edwards animated at ringside on the canvas. as the two of them exchange a 5-6 punch combination between each other.
No, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do the Roman Cardenas fight, mate, because we've got 3 interviews tomorrow and Friday. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to.
Too late at night for us, mate, that one on a weekday. 1 minute 55 to go. And Visioli had his man on the ropes momentarily, and now Howarth is the one having to tie Visioli up. It's all been Visioli in this round so far. Oh, nice right hand for Visioli, but again, Howard, he's coming. He's like a machine. He doesn't stop.
Told you before the fight, he was tough, didn't I, bro?
Yeah, he's tough hombre, mate. It's fighters like Joe Howarth that can demoralize you. You hit him with everything you got, and he still keeps coming forward. And he's one of them. He'll still keep coming forward until you've run out of puff. And then he finishes you off with a 4-5 punch combination. It's one of them fighters. You've got to outdog a monster of a boxing ring. May not be the most technical, proficient boxer, but he's a monster up there. And they're the hardest to beat. Trust me.
Yeah, just to answer Jose's question, he's asked about Cardenas. Most people in the Prediction League 1 and 2 have took him for UD, but I've took him for a TKO round 8 myself.
Yeah, he had a great knockout run before the Inoue fight. It was 5 out of 6 of his last fights were knockout. However, we don't know what that fight took out of him. It was a pretty nice knockout from Inoue. He looks like the type that will just let it, over his head and just get on with his work and do that. But I would err on the side of caution of a knockout myself. I think it goes the distance, and Robles will prove a worthy adversary, and I think it'll go the distance myself. For a wide UD win for Cardenas. That is my prediction.
Yeah, most people have said the same in the Prediction League. I've just thought he'll stop him with a TKO. I think his body of work is fantastic.
Yes,
I know his opponent's tough, but
it's a possibility. I give that sort of a 33% chance myself.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But the UD for me is around 2/3, 66% probability for me, purely by opponent who's only lost the once himself, and who's belligerent, a bit like Joe Howarth here. As we move now to
round 9 of 10.
Round 9 of 10 for the vacant English lightweight title.
Yeah.
Here at the Indigo.
I think it'd be harsh if they stopped Howarth now. I think he deserves to see the final bell.
Oh, and Howarth is going after him. He knows he's got 6 minutes to be. If he wants to become English lightweight champion, he's got to stop this flash, technical, stylish boxer.
Yeah, Simpson UD, mate, for the Simpson-Troy fight. We like Troy here on Red Corner Boxing, but we just think Simpson's going to take it by UD, but it'll be a close fight. It'll be a seesaw battle at times, but a great fight on Saturday night.
Has Simpson got the power to knock out Troy Williamson? He's a very, very tough hombre. It's like that. I would say it's like a 55-45% chance of a knockout for Simpson in this one. It's a possibility. It's just on the side of probable, but Troy is very well suited to 168 pound. We were talking to him, and he was not happy at 160 pound. So this 168 division is right up his street. He feels strong. I think he'll get outpointed, and I think 116, 112 Simpson for me.
Yeah, sounds about right. That's pretty much where I'm at, mate. I'd say that's about right. 8 rounds to 4.
Yeah. Minute 10 to go in this round. Visioli has weathered the storm. He's not letting Howarth push him back any longer and is now stuck in the middle of the ring. And he's going to engage. In fact, he's walking Howarth down now. Howarth's trying to go to the body. I think he's puffed out. I think Howard has done what he can in this fight. He's got lazy punches now coming back at Visioli. He's visibly tired. There's 43 seconds to
Body shot that
go.
broke his heart.
Oh,
He's ready
yeah,
to go
that was
here.
a beautiful right
But he
body
comes back
shot.
like a warrior.
He's still fighting. What a tough boy. What a great fight this is turning out to be in the 9th round.
Bob Williams taking a good look there, though. I thought he was going to jump in for a moment.
Oh, body shot by Howarth, but was told to keep it up. He acknowledges it was low. Visioli makes no complaints. Referee separates them. Howarth looking tired, backing up, dropping his head. Visioli.
Oh, sorry, it was about to stop him there right on the bell, but the bell went.
A beautiful uppercut right at the end of the bell by Howarth. 1 round to go. By Visioli it was, not Howarth. 1 round to go. Giorgio Visioli for me is 9 rounds up. Maybe 8-1 at worst. It's been a great performance, but I've got some questions marks over his defence. He's got heart. There's no two ways about that. Danny, what was that? Danny Dyer, Carl. Yeah, so Visioli doesn't do anything stupid in this round, and he's won it for me, James.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't stop him. Just to answer the question here from Key Robinson, 825. We're in the final 10th round, mate. We're in the 10th and final round. It's just starting now, pal. And Visioli's 9-0 up on our cards.
Howarth, single shots now. Tries a jab, it gets countered. They both sort of planted their feet in the centre of the ring. High guard, Howarth. Fast jab comes through from him. Backs up to Visioli. Visioli feints him. Counters
Howard
him.
definitely deserves to see the final bell now. It'd be a travesty if he gets stopped now, wouldn't it, in the 10th?
Yes, but it would just be props to Visioli if he did do that.
Yeah, of course. I think it's going to go the distance, Key. I think it's going to go the distance, mate, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely going the distance. I don't think Howard's got the pop now to knock out Visioli.
No.
He's conserving energy for a one shot punch, but there you go. He missed. Visioli's still pumping jabs in his face. Howard's now chasing him around, taking shots on the counter. Does land a right hand, but it's not strong enough.
Looking tired now, Howard, but he's still digging in there.
Yep, still digging in. Trying his best.
Yeah, I agree with Carl. Visioli hasn't performed well enough to deserve the stoppage. I'd agree, mate. He's been crisp at times and been decent, but his lack of defence worries me going forward. He's been caught so many times. Imagine if it was against a Mason or a Noakes or a Joe Cordina. Get absolutely slapped. But that's for future, isn't it? It's only English level. Got caught again then with a massive right hand.
And again, 2 right hands, 3 right hands. And Howard for 47 seconds to go. Oh my goodness. What a brave man he is.
Tough as they come, mate, Joe Howarth.
There were just single shots. There were no combinations to put Visioli into trouble.
Tell you what, he's backing up now, though. He knows he got him. He's backing up.
Yeah, he's paying respect now. 24 seconds to go. Jab by Howarth. Again, lining up that right hand. Left hand by Visioli. Right jab through the guard. Backs up to the corner. Uppercut. Visioli. Right hand over the top by Howarth. Catches him again on the counter. Sonny Edwards praising him there for that. End of the fight, ladies and gentlemen. What a good fight that
how
was.
that last round?
Dave Allen in the corner, Visioli.
Yeah, he's his trainer and manager.
Done a good job with him there. But he's like Dave Allen, he's got no defence.
Yeah, definitely, Cole. Howarth will definitely be back on the zone. Good value for money and a good solid test for the up-and-comers in the lightweight division.
I think so.
Very impressive. Very tough man.
I think so too. It was a good performance by Joe Howarth.
Yeah, but final score, I've got it 99-91. I assume you've got it the same, neutral? Pretty much there,
Yes.
thereabouts?
99-91.
So, Giorgio Visioli should be the new English champ. We're just going to wait for the scorecards, guys, before we end the show.
Yeah.
Stick with us just to get confirmation.
If you are new to Red Corner Boxing, you're watching us for the first time, please give us a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for the content coming to you virtually on a daily basis. Whether it be shorts, videos, posts, it's all there. And check out our community chat as well. Lots to talk about, all the latest news, what's going on in the world of boxing. Yeah, just give us a like and subscribe. We appreciate it and respect you for it. We're just going to wait for this result now. For me, YGD shouldn't be even an issue here, but yeah, Dave Allen blowing his cheeks out for Joe Howarth there. He knows his man put up a great performance. You know, he's so tough, and he's crowd pleasing, you know, to watch. So that, you know, in the earlier rounds, he was just getting seriously outpointed. And then he sort of found something in mid to late rounds.
Just going to get the scorecards now, Key. I'll just look out, mate.
And he did. He was starting to find something. And even in that last round, Howarth was bringing the smoke to him, hitting with 3-4 lovely right hands. But Visioli, his chin was tested. Carl, thank you for joining us. Cheers to you too. Have a good one yourself, pal. And yeah, we appreciate everyone who's come through tonight and joined us here in Red Corner Boxing for this Giorgio Visioli, Joe Howarth fight for the English lightweight title that's vacant. Who's it going to be? He's reading out the results now. It's looking good for Visioli.
Yeah, Visioli is the new English champ, mate. He got it with the scorecards of 100-91, 98-92, and 97-93. So pretty much the same as us, mate.
Within a round. Absolutely tremendous. Yeah, great job. And yeah, well, please join us next time here in Red Corner Boxing for another, either be an interview tomorrow with Ike Ibiabuki, the ex-heavyweight contender that was one fight away from fighting Lennox Lewis, and then it all went horribly wrong for him. He's in a comeback trail. He's now back in professional boxing. He's won his comeback fight. He's looking for another fight soon, and he wants to fight Alexander Usyk, no less.
Yeah, he's got a fight coming up on December the 19th in Lagos, Nigeria.
And he wants to be champion again. We'll follow his journey and catch up with him and what he's got to say. Tune in for that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock here on Red Corner Boxing. And on Friday, 3 more interviews. Jams will be putting all the links out for them on tomorrow. So
yeah, tomorrow or Friday, I'll put them on there. We've got Elliot Abadje, who just knocked out Chris Congo in 1 round. Then we've got the Ghanaian fighter Gideon Anaba. He's joining us, and then we've got Jamel Herring, the former 2-time world champion Marine, joining us from the United States.
Jamel Herring, that's going to be a great chat. Make sure you join us for that, because I've got some really interesting questions and, you know, thoughts for him to give us his views. So make sure you join us for that. This program is sponsored by EasyStorage.com for all your local and nationwide needs. And of course, Boxing Fight Zone for your boxing apparel and merchandise. Some great stuff. Go check all them guys out in the links in the bio. Well, Jams, another great show. Thanks, mate.
Absolutely, mate. Thank you.
And see us out.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Remember to hit that subscribe from me and Mr. Neutral. We bid you a good night, and we will see you very, very soon.
I'm moving. I'm going. I can't stop. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going. Can't lose focus. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going.
Red Corner Boxing. We're in the game.